Good afternoon, good morning, soon to be afternoon. Oh, tentatively saying Tuesday, 8th of February. And hoping that I don't get kicked off. I'll just say very quickly, if I suddenly disappear, it's me, not you. It's me, not you. And I may or may not try and get back in again. So, all being well, we'll get through this. I've had a bit of a Facebook glitch this morning. So this is Tuesday's noonday movement snack. And if I cut out, if you're just about getting in the zone for the snack and I disappear, it's not you, it's me, and I've been kicked out. Just so we're clear, just so we know where we're at. And I may or may not try and get back in again. Afternoon, Andrew Scott. If I get kicked out, Andy, it's not you, it's me. Don't know what's going on. I've done a delete and a reinstall of the Facebook app. I've done a software update, but I'm still getting some gremlins. Well, it's a bonus, Andy, if I get to stay. Are you going to kick me out? Computer says no. Facebook is saying, hang on a minute, you said 30 days of this. We've checking our records, you said 30 days and you're still here. Boof, gone. Not on the list. Afternoon Sandra, afternoon Maddie, Control Alt Delete, yeah. If you squeeze your tea towel together at both ends at the same time, I disappear. Oh, on the subject of which, grab a tea towel, folks. We're going to be doing some grip and grapple today. Grippling and grappling for reliable grips, you know, reliable shoulders and elbows and these appendages that stick out the corners of our trunk. And there'll be some leg appendages in there as well, if you would like. Anyway, so far so good, but I said that this morning and we had Dave in the wings, bless him, so he was able to jump in. I don't know, what can I say? If I get kicked out, I get kicked out, and I may not be able to get back in again. I know. Oh, I hope I stay as well. Yes. Folks, if I get kicked out, I get kicked out. And let's say if we get halfway through it, then I probably won't try and come back in. I'm hoping all of the measures known to me, which are not that many, to be honest. I've done the turn off on them. I've done the reinstall the app. I've done a software update. I've closed down all the other things that were going on in the background. What else is there to do? Just be nice to my device. Be nice to your device day. All right, Carol. It's nice to have you as well. I can't see you, but you know, nice to be there. Right, tea towel. I am doing today. I'm going to do the arm moves first, which can be done in sit or stand, as you know. Then I'm going to do some separate leg moves, and then I've designed the arm moves and the leg moves to correlate, to come together, if you would like. So I guess there's a kind of 3 montages in one. An arm only montage, a leg only montage, but then we can match them up. I've synchronized arms and legs. How about that? You know, because that's what we do in life, isn't it? Arms and legs. If you're on your feet, if legs are in your day, they need to synchronise with your arms. I hope I'm sorted, Miss P. I hope. Super G's got some buffering. Is anyone else getting Beck's buffer? It's okay from my end. So on this occasion, Super G, it might be you. See, look, CK said no buffer in there. No Beck's buffer going on. Andy, have you got any Beck's buffer? Have you got a tea towel, folks? Good to see you too, Vivian. Come on in, grab a tea towel. Grab a tea towel. And hello to all new ye movement snack mates. This is the noonday. We use bits and bobs, sometimes cushions, sometimes tea towels, and this is purely just to replicate movements in daily life that require grip, hold, push, pull, those types of things. And as you know, we're just we are adding additional movement minutes to your day over and above anything else you're doing. Keep doing all the other stuff you're doing. Keep doing that, and this is on top of. And in that moment I thought of Topov, who was a character from Pipkin. Was he a monkey? Don't know. Going off my head. No buffering. Thank you, Maddie. I think it's just you, Super G's got the buffer, the Bex buffer on. Kathy's in. Afternoon, Kathy. Have you got a tea towel? Should we do the 3, 2, 1? The ready, steady 3, 2, 1. Bex Townley later. It's the 5, 6, 7, 8. Bex Townley later live training. Noonday movement snack. Once I go over there and get going, if I get kicked off, it's me, not you. We're going to start with a circ boost, and then I've got some upper body moves, some lower body moves, and then we're going to magically bring them together if you would like. Let's go. All right, Gillian with a G. Okay, circ boost start. This is the couple of minutes where we do some steady activity. Legs or arms, or legs and arms in sit or stand. So have a look and decide which ones are right for you. Have some external support around you for a fingertip touch if that's going to help you move more freely. Have a check that your feet are hip width apart. Check in with posture parts, a bit more uplift, a bit more activity, helping with balance, and then get going on it's a march or a walk on the spot. Nothing complex about this. If you're already on your feet, of course, walking around in your day, we're just taking off this activity, steady state, getting ankles, feet and toes involved, and you will almost immediately start to feel the need to take some deeper breaths. That's what we want. That's why we're calling it circulation boost. Once you feel steady with the leg end, add in the arm end. And this could be that you maintain contact with a piece of fixed furniture, oh my goodness, so that you can switch through left and right. Or you might want to do upper body separately, just to give you extra stability and confidence without legs moving. Or you might feel confident to bring it all together. The arm movement is from the shoulder, so the elbow stays fixed, hands are relaxed, and this is all about coordinating steady rhythmical movements just to lift the heart rate and give us a flurry of movement, boosting circulation and getting moving parts moving. Here's your seated options if you would prefer. If you haven't already, into active sit. If you're comfortable in this position, stay way back in the chair. If you have plans to stand up at any point today, rehearse and practice hip walk forward. This gives you more leg space. It creates better angles in preparation for stand. But right now for the circ boost, we can get feet back a little bit, and then we can start to include really as much movement, foot movement and ankle movement, building up to this steady seated march. Knees stay low. It's not about big range of motion at the hips. It is about trying to get as much range of motion and involvement from the feet, all helping with standing activities if that's what you're looking to progress to. Or you may be in a sit position and focusing on trunk positions and arms only. So if that's the case, there you go. Extra squeeze on the back end, shoulders are down and relaxed, feel through your left and your right side, and then bring them together. It may be that you bring all the moving parts in. It may be that you just keep it upper body. It's entirely up to you, of course. It will be different for all of you. There's another option. You're going to get a natural, steady little bit of rotate and turn through the trunk on this one. Hands are lightly clasped. This might aid coordination or decrease the need for coordination. Take regular slumps and prompts. If you feel that you're starting to breathe more deeply, just take that as a sign, have a rest, build and go again. So you can control your effort levels, smaller movements, perhaps a little bit slower, or bigger movements. But it's the range of motion that we're after here, the quality of the range of motion. Nothing is fast paced. And that, folks, is the circulation boost element done. Hopefully we're all feeling the need to just take some deeper breaths. So we're getting deeper down into the lungage, into your lungs as well. Rightio, here we go. Here's your noonday movement. I've got essentially 3 movement montages: an upper body, a lower body, And then if it's right for you, linking those two moves together. So here is your upper body montage, and it can be done in sit or stand. If you are in stand, get your balance, hip width apart. So even though you're just moving arms, there's so much going on within your body to maintain upright position. You might want to nudge up to a bit of a fixed surface, or just have your buttocks resting here. So up on feet, if possible, spending time on feet, looking to improve balance and confidence. Any concerns, have a sit. Where would you like to be? Right, let's go through. I'm going to start with using the tea towel. We're going to do some pushing and some grip activity. Measure up your tea towel, kind of your hip width distance. We've done this one before. I've got a light grip there, handlebar grip as I call it, and my wrists are straight and firm. So they're not cocked down and they're not cocked up, they're here in this firm position. So maintain a firm wrist. Okay, I'm going to anchor one. So I've got a really reliable grip here. I'm going to take a tug and then a push across and just have a moment of switch off. I'm going to tug to check I've got the anchor on, and then push across and then release. So taking the time to have a switch off as well as the switch on as you push. Now that push, there's the tug to set the anchor, and then a strong push. So I'm continuing to push outwards and across, but I'm maintaining a firm wrist. Okay, so that's tea towel, pushing stuff, pushing across the body, and my trunk is staying upright. So I'm resisting the urge to add a trunk twist in there. It's all about pushing from shoulders across the body. Take a pause and a switch off. Second movement, maintain the same distance on grip, and we're going to go into high-low box, as I call it. This is in sit or stand position, folks. You choose. I'll sit down for this one. So we're going to maintain that reliable grip through the hands, light, not maximal, not a huge squeeze. And we're going to take hands on top of wrists. We're going to go for a push-up, a high push, a little bit of outward squeeze, coming down here, and then changing the grip again, so elbows up, and then I'm going to trace a low box there, just around to the knees. So I've got this switch in position. There's the push up, the return, the change, and the hip hinge. So on the way down, I've got a hip hinge, or it could just be a hip hinge out, or a hip hinge out and down to shin. So rehearsing your hip hinge, high, low, box. And if you're in stand, of course, balanced, go for the high, if comfortable, as high as you comfortably can, and then trace the tea towel down the body. Keep the gaze neutral, looking forward. Can you get to knees? Can you get to shins? There. So hip hinge in both scenarios, whether you're in sit or stand. From high-low box, maintaining the light grip, moving into back arm slide. So we're going to use the hips here, and I'm going to squeeze back arm, back arm. So the other arm just allows that slide across. Trunk is still fixed. You can use that friction on the tea towel, and I'm squeezing the back of the arms here, keeping the wrist firm there, and do a really good squeeze at that point, and you will really feel those muscles on the back of the arms. These are part of the pushing muscle, pushing out of chairs, pushing out of bed, etc., pushing down onto things. So there's your back arm slider. Have a bit of a switch off through grip and release. Now I'm going to go for a grip change. So using the dexterity of your hands there, you're just going to do a flick around, then I'm in palm up position, and then I'm going to move straight into back arm squeeze. So these are your pulling muscles. The pulling stuff, a bit of an outward squeeze, about belly button height, and just there. Take a pause. So that's your upper body montage. Let me just go through those again. I'll just do a couple on each, and you'll see how we can move and switch and just continue all different types of ranges of motion and grips involved here. So we started with the cross the body push, bit of a tug, and then we went into high-low box, so you've got that change of position, elbows and shoulders, as much or as little knee bend as you would like on that high-low. Then we went straight into back arm sliders, the back of the arm, still wrist and grip going on here. And then we changed the grip from our pushing activities to pull, outward, that outward tug there. Okay, take a pause. I'm going to put the tea towel down. If you are in seated options and not involving legs, lower limbs in your day, have a pause out, rest out these ones. These are some leg directional stepping activities that you might want to have a rehearse in stand if it's right for you. Test it out first with hands on support, and we're just going to take rehearsal of alternating steps. Heel strike, heel up behind, and just test out if you're confident to do that without hands. You're testing to see if you can put the upper body and the lower body together in the next montage. If not, keep it as separate. And each time you step and stride, maybe increase that stride length a little bit more. Okay, pause. The next set is a front step and knee bend. So the foot placement is the same, but we're going to take a shorter stride. Just move my chair out of the way, show you sideways so you can see. A shorter stride, back heel comes up, but it's more of a knee bend. So it's a working our way down towards the floor. If it's really small, it could be back heel down. Play around with the difference between back heel up and back heel down. Not loads and loads, just 2 or 3. The third movement of the lower limb, so just working around all the fundamental stepping directions required in your day, is a comfortable and confident back step. And when we step backwards, the ball of the foot plays first. All of this to practice and rehearse with confidence, with hands to external support. So feel your way, the back step goes ball of foot first. And again, you can explore the length of that stride. And the 1, 2, 3, the fourth movement, exploring all the directional stepping actions in daily life. Ball of foot again, but this time for sideways steps. Keep it all small and manageable. Ball of foot through to heel, ball of foot through to heel. Okay, pause, have a switch off. Now those leg stepping practices, most of those can also be rehearsed in sit. If you're working towards standing activities, removing the balance challenge while you're still learning foot placements can still be done here in sit. So there's your front strides, like so, we did those. We can do, depending on the chair you're in, you can also rehearse back steps. So this is essentially in a sit position, you're really practicing and preparing knee bend here as much as you are footfall. So all slow controlled, small movements, comfortable movements. There is your ball of foot through to heel for your back step. And of course, there is your sideways step. On a sideways step in a seated option, the knee and the hip, all the movement is coming out from the hip. So knee, hip, toe follow the same direction there. So it's a lift and a press. So the whole of the thigh is stepping out, the hips are moving. It's not just the leg, not just the below the knee. Right, I have gone through an arm option and a leg option. Now, if you'd like to, we can marry them up. Yes, we're going to marry up our arms and legs. For this one, folks, you will need to feel confident to have a grip on the tea towel with 2 hands. So have a look and decide if this one is for you. So the first one of the arms was our cross the body. Do you remember? It was the cross and push. And for this, we're going to take opposite arm to leg. Got that? So there, and return back to base. So I'm going to push towards the moving leg, as small as you like. So there you go, extra coordination. And in daily life, if we're going to do single arm pushing type activities, the chances are you'll have opposite leg to counterbalance for this. So that's the arm and legs coming together for those first two ones. Take a pause. High-low box. Have a look and decide. This is the two movements we're going to marry up for high-low box. So we have a push-up. Now on the push-up, you can either take a single or a double heel raise. Going to challenge your balance, so know that you feel confident, or you might just want to go a single heel raise there. That might help. And for the low box, we're going to take a step forward and add in a shin slider. So there's the heel raise for the push, changing the leg, there's the step. Keep the head and the chest lifted, either just down to knees or down to shins. Let me turn sideways to see what I've done there. So there's the heel and the push, the small step and the bend, as if you're reaching down to put something to the floor or pick it up. So that's the second pairing married up. Then we went into back arm sliders, folks. So this is, again, opposite arm to leg, she says, thinking about that. There's the back arm slider, opposite arm to leg. Rehearsing your backward step with your back arm push. Let me show you sideways so you can see what's going on. There. Back arm, keep it all small. Now this will greatly increase the coordination challenge. So have a good look, rehearse arms only, legs only first, and then bring them together when you're ready. And then we went for the grip switch, which was the upper back one. And for this one, we're going to take a side and return. Running out of space in the camera, side and return. If I turn sideways here, so I've got side step and squeeze and return, side step, squeeze and return. Okay, I'll do a recap. Arms only, legs only, or marry them together. Get in my head, get around. So we had alternating press and step, just a couple of each. Just have a pause to think, get the tug, get the squeeze, and just have a moment in between each to switch off. Then we had high-low box, 1 or 2 heel raises, and a step and a bend. Hip hinge practice here, if you would like. Then we did the back arm sliders with the back step. So all opposite arm to leg again, extra back end squeeze, and you can start to see here, daily life, the coordinating arms and legs together is a complex thing to do. Grip switch for upper back, we went for side, return, and side, return. That's it. That's your noonday movement snack. Next time you're stood in the kitchen with a bit of tea towel, adding in some extra coordination, extra reliable grippage, quite a lot of coordination stuff in there. So you might want to rehearse the arms first, rehearse the legs first, marry them together when you're ready. Well, we made it. Facebook didn't kick me out. This could mean that we've resolved the problems. Jenny, afternoon, I can see you're in. Great to see you on me screen. I'll try not to wear out the new carpet, Doris. No, indeed. Right, that's it. You've got Cows at 4 o'clock. Back in 4 hours for Cows, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we'll make it through a whole one. And I've got my dad's selection for tomorrow morning's Mojo tune. That's all I'm saying. Just come prepared, folks. All right, great to have you all. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.